And now we're going to switch topics a little bit. JPMorgan Chase CEO Jamie Dimon, he's set to be the commencement speaker at Syracuse University next month. But students have taken up a petition to protest the choice. They're demanding a new speaker be named. The petition has over 800 signatures. It says, quote, "We are against using the 2010 commencement to restore the public image of the banking industry and validate the anti-environmental and anti-humanitarian interests of JPMorgan Chase." Joining me now from Syracuse is senior Amelia Pernell. She's one of the student organizers of the petition and that protest group. So, Amelia, there's sort of a lot lumped into that protest. What is your top bone of contention here that Jamie Dimon should not be speaking?
It's a great question. I think nearing the top of the list is the fact that graduation is the people who are going to be celebrating at our graduation this year aren't just the students who are there or their parents who aren't sure how they're going to pay their mortgage this year. It's the students who couldn't be there and who should be celebrating and who are unable to do so because education became unaffordable because of the business practices and the industry that Mr. Dimon represents. That's probably a pretty big one.
You could argue on the flip side. I mean, JPMorgan is one of the banks that has needed less help from the government, for example. Now is up and running again. One could argue probably is going to be hiring some graduates, and also has quite a significant financial relationship with Syracuse. So are there any concerns there about offending JPMorgan?
Of course. You're right. JPMorgan Chase has been lauded as by the president as one of the few banks who were, quote, managed well, during this financial crisis. So, it's easy for us to say, well, this is the one bank that's okay. But Mr. Dimon at this very moment is using that to water down legislation that's meant to protect my classmates and my future as we go into as we graduate and go enter the real world. He's currently trying to water down legislation that's meant to keep the banking industry from becoming too big to fail again, saying that they need to be bigger, which is, I think, a little absurd when we think about how much debt my classmates are in and their parents and how much they've had to struggle to make it to this graduation.
Okay.
It should be a celebration of that struggle, and I think it's wrong to honor somebody who has profited from our debt. And Mr. Dimon, sorry, go on.
Well, I was going to say, unfortunately, we're actually out of time, Amelia, but I appreciate you coming on. Amelia Pernell, here to talk about the petition that the Syracuse students have signed in order to try and prevent Jamie Dimon from speaking at the commencement. We should mention that we tried to get the university chancellor on to talk about it. She said that she hopefully will be able to come on another time.